Though right now it might be most important to find a job in order to feed yourself and your family and get yourself in housing, you'll soon want to start thinking about how that job or other activities that you do might lead to a career. The purpose of this course is to talk about some principles, values, and practices that you should keep in mind as you work towards a livelihood that not only allows you to survive out here, but to find fulfillment. First, it's important in life to find a purpose and to feel that purpose being expressed in what you do. It absolutely does not have to be found only in your work. Many people find their purpose in their families, in their volunteering, or in their hobbies. Your purpose doesn't have to be saving the world. Your purpose should relate to your likes and passions and to your personal values. If you pursue that purpose consistently in your daily practices, you will find that greater sense of purpose develops. Find something that your heart can be in and then consistently do good work with it. This will translate into maintaining your own self-worth and self-love. This consistency would also help others to see your value. Your career is not a destination either. It's a journey. In the past, it was pretty common to find yourself in a job that you would stay in for decades. It doesn't really work like this anymore. People get promotions, they change positions, they even change careers. You now have to find yourself at the beginning of your career path and should think of it as just that, a beginning. You will find new opportunities and new ways to advance your career. Keep thinking forward. Don't settle. Know your weaknesses and keep growing and learning. Know where to seek help and where you still have room for improvement. Spend time self-evaluating. To really be an expert in something, they say it takes 10,000 hours of practicing it. Be self-critical. Have you really put in the time to know how to do something? Be humble enough to know when you need to spend more time learning or more time practicing. Figure out a way to keep learning that will work for you. Build new skills. Set goals for yourself that you can hold yourself accountable to. You might want to set a number of books per year that you want to read. You might want to take a class every year. You might want to even do something as simple as internet research once in a while about your field or about your area of interest. Try not to get complacent. Curiosity and self-drive will allow you to build a career instead of just having a job. Work to improve yourself over time and for all time. For example, if your ambition is to become a leader, take time to learn about leadership. Assess those people who have been good leaders in your life. Seek mentors. Read good books about leadership. If your ambition is to become a very skilled trade person, try to find extra internships or creative ways to get extra practice in. Next, even if you found employment, you will want to keep up your networking habits. Find other ways to volunteer or serve outside of your job too, because you don't know what that might turn into. Meet new people in different circumstances. Show them that you're reliable and always keep your ear to the ground for interesting opportunities that might turn into career development. If you successfully network, job offers might come to you rather than you having to seek out new work when it's time for you to move on. If not that, when you do decide to move on, you'll have a wealth of connections to reach out to ask about job opportunities. Alternative career paths. Finally, think outside the box when it comes to a career, particularly for individuals with backgrounds. Different types of employment can offer more fulfilling outcomes than a straightforward full-time position with a boss. Consider these other types of arrangements. Independent contracting. Being an independent contractor is a form of self-employment somewhere between being an employee and running your own business. Employers usually hire independent contractors to do specific tasks or short-term jobs, like painting a house, installing plumbing, or doing landscaping work. The job usually ends automatically once the task is finished, although the employer can always hire the independent contractor again for another task. The big difference between independent contractors and employees is that under the law, independent contractors are considered to be self-employed. This means that independent contractors have more control over the work they choose to do. They also have legal responsibilities, like filing self-employment taxes and reporting certain business information to the government, and fewer legal rights in the workplace. On the other hand, employees have more legal rights and protections in the workplace, but the employer gets to control the work they do. Working for a temp agency. Temp agencies, also called staffing agencies, help match people who are looking for work with employers who want to hire them. Temp agencies can often help you to find a short-term job or part-time job quickly, which in some cases can get your foot in the door for a permanent position in the future. In addition, some temp agencies specifically focus on helping people with criminal records get jobs, and they work with employers who are open to hiring applicants with criminal records. Another benefit of going through a temp agency is that once you apply to the agency, they can place you in jobs with many different employers who want to hire you. Applying to a temp agency is similar to applying for a job directly with the employer. It will likely include an interview, checking your references, and possibly even doing a background check. The temp agency may also have you take an assessment test to evaluate your work strengths and skills. It still can be easier to apply through a temp agency rather than an employer, because most agencies always want to increase their pool of employees to choose from, and employers often prefer to hire temp workers because it's cheaper. Self-employment. Some people find it more fulfilling and empowering to be their own boss. Self-employment can give you more control over the type of work you do, freedom and flexibility to make your own decisions, and greater responsibility within the workplace. It also gives you more legal and business responsibilities, such as managing money and product, paying taxes, marketing your business, and supervising employees. There are many resources available for people who want to start a business. Good places to start are your local library, the internet, or classes at a local community college or adult school. Also, many nonprofit organizations and government agencies now offer this support. Practice self-care. Even though work can be rewarding and it can provide for your needs, it is important to live a well-rounded life and take time for yourself too. Make sure to keep hobbies in your life. Spend time with your family. Get some rest. Do things that will make your body or mind feel better. If you work all the time and become miserable, it won't be sustainable. So you have to find a way to enjoy yourself and care for yourself while you work so that you can keep up the work longer. In particular, make sure to take the time to maintain your physical and mental wellness. Exercise and mental wellness should always be a priority.